Hello and welcome to the Majors of the Month series. I am Emily Long, Career Advisor in the Office of Career and Professional Development at High Point University. This series is dedicated to helping you explore and understand what you can do with the various majors that HPU offers. Each month, a different major will be highlighted and we'll host a panel including a faculty member, an employer, and career and professional development team member to discuss aspects of the major. The major of this month is criminal justice, and today we'll be speaking with Dr. Bobby Little, Department Chair and Professor of Criminal Justice at HPU, and Officer Patrick Walsh, HPU alum and patrol officer with the Manchester Police Department in Connecticut, about what you can do with the criminal justice major. One thing you may not know about the criminal justice major is that there are various fields you can pursue. Some of those include many areas within social services, judiciary and law, law enforcement, business, and education. Be sure to utilize the What Can I Do with this major link at the end of the panel discussion to explore options that you can do with this major. So let's get started. Dr. Little, would you like to take a moment to introduce yourselves?
Thank you. Bobby Little, Chair of the Department of Criminal Justice at High Point University, founder of the Criminal Justice Program here, and instruct courses in that area and administer the department.
Thank you. We're happy that you're here. Officer Walsh, would you like to introduce yourself?
Absolutely. Hi, everybody. Officer Patrick Walsh. I'm a 2006 graduate of High Point University. I'm currently employed with the Manchester Police Department, where I've been for 6 years. I did start at a smaller agency, so I do have 12 years of law enforcement experience total, but I really love what I do, and I'm excited to be here today.
Great, thank you, and we're glad that you're here too. So my first question for the panel is directed to Dr. Little, and my question for you is, why is it great to be a criminal justice major?
Well, there are a lot of reasons, but I'll confine myself to two big ones. One is jobs, okay? There are a lot of different jobs out there for criminal justice majors. There's a wealth of opportunities in all the different areas you described earlier. Law enforcement is just one area, but there are over 18,000 different law enforcement agencies in America, and each one of them hires people to do a wealth of different types of things, either as special agents, officers, civilian personnel, or support personnel. So jobs is a big reason, and there's jobs in areas other than law enforcement. In the courts, in the corrections area, in the counseling area, and in the legal area, such as paralegals, defense attorneys, prosecuting attorneys, magistrates, trial judges, etc. So one big reason is the wealth of jobs, and secondly, there's some experiential learning emphasis, okay? So the criminal justice major here at High Point University really believes in experiential learning, where you get skill sets and resume building items on your resume that will help you get jobs later on.
Great, thank you. We appreciate that. And my next question ties along nicely with your response, and this is directed for Officer Walsh. Why do employers like to hire criminal justice majors?
That's a great question here. So let me start by saying this. So with any police academy that you may go to, you're going to get the foundational stuff regarding the criminal justice system. Their goal is primarily going to be focusing on law enforcement, but you'll get a little bit of understanding of the court system, a little bit of understanding of the correction system, and all that. What a criminal justice major will do, though, is it will allow you to get a deeper understanding of everything related to the criminal justice system. So you'll spend a lot of time learning about law enforcement, what their role in society is, what are the benefits of having law enforcement, what are some downfalls. So you learn a little bit about that. Take that to the next level. It's great you made an arrest, but now it goes to court. Well, we want to make sure that the arrest upholds in court, that the person gets held accountable and they're prosecuted. And if you don't understand the court and how it operates and the case law that surrounds each case, then it might not be successful in the court setting. Again, taking that step further, going to the corrections, looking at that and how that impacts society, what role it plays. Again, it really truly gives a candidate a deeper understanding of the criminal justice system on how they can impact it, how it all operates. so they could be more successful in their careers.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So my next question is directed to both of you. What are some great things that you can put on your resume as a criminal justice major? And Dr. Little, I'll have you start for us.
Okay, thank you. Well, for one thing, that you are a criminal justice major, and highlight some of the specific courses that you've had in the justice field that have prepared you for a justice-related career. Okay, for example, you might point to, if you're applying in law enforcement, that you had our police operations course. And some of the things, some of the skill sets you got out of that police operations course, such as you got some training in how to effect an arrest, and some of the principles and tactics involved in approaching a person for arrest, how to prepare arrest warrants and search warrants, for example. You learn some skill sets in each of the courses that you should emphasize on your resume that may help you get a job. May help distinguish you from another person that didn't have those skill sets and experiential learning opportunities that we offer in our program. Then other preparations for a particular career that could have come from our program, for example, such as you participate in our mock trial team, another experiential learning opportunity. You could have participated in our pre-law program, in our pre-law society. You could have been a part of our Criminal Justice Majors Club or our National Honor Society, Alpha Phi Sigma. These are all distinguishing points on a resume that will catch the attention of employers and graduate schools, whether it's law school you're applying to or master's degree program in the criminal justice area. Things like you participate in an investigations course where you learn skill sets like how to dust for prints at a scene, how to classify those prints, how to match prints from a suspect to prints found at a crime scene. You learn basics about some of the justice world, like Officer Walsh mentioned, how the court system works, how trials operate, the stages of a trial. You had a mock trial in a particular course, for example. Maybe you participated in some student research projects that related to the justice world. All of these things could be very helpful. We're rolling out 2 other things real quickly I'll point out. One is a minor in forensic studies. They'll be launched in the fall. Forensics has been a very popular area among our students. We have now a specialty area in that. There's another one we're launching called interdisciplinary minor in legal studies. And so that's another opportunity that would help one shine up their resume. Okay.
Great. Thank you so much. And that's great news about those minors. That's good information to share with our students. So thank you. Officer Walsh, what would you add to that?
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, so that's a lot going on there. I love it. So the only thing I would add, so one of the things that I am involved in that I do up here in Manchester is I do our Police Explorer program. So we'll work with the youth throughout, the teenage years all the way up to they're 21 and they can apply to be a law enforcement officer. The biggest thing that I drive with them and that I'm going to encourage anybody interested in getting in law enforcement is to do is first off 2 things. One, be very involved in the community. Obviously, we're out there to serve and protect the community. So if you're not familiar with the community, well, that could be a shortfall, a downfall to that. Be involved in civic organizations, religious organizations. Be involved in sports, clubs. There's so much that each community has to offer. Be involved in it. Be out there, be visible. The other thing I can really encourage you to do, and that we always look for, is leadership skills. So if you have the opportunity to test your skill set, put yourself out there. Apply for that leadership position. Apply for that that captain position or that president position. Those leadership skills that you're going to develop and that you're going to work on will definitely help you not only get the job, but throughout your career in maybe promotions or special positions. So definitely leadership skills and being very active out in that community.
Great. Thank you to both of you for that. That's very helpful. So my final question for the panel, also directed to both of you. What is your best piece of advice for a criminal justice major at HBU?
Would you like for me to go first?
Yes, that'd be great. Thank you.
Well, one piece of advice I encourage all of my students to do is to cultivate relationships with your professors. For one thing, they can give you good advice about how to be successful in each of the courses. And secondly, you can call on them later to be references for jobs. We write tons of letters of recommendation for our students when they go to apply for jobs, whether it be in any area of the justice field or to get into grad school, a master's program, say, for example, in criminal justice, or get into law school. And we have a pre-law track that I was telling you about earlier. So yeah, develop relationships with your professors, get to know them, benefit from their advice on how to be academically successful, as well as serve as references for you to gain employment or to gain acceptance into law or graduate school.
Great, thank you. Officer Walsh?
Absolutely. So the biggest thing that I can encourage you to do is to be active. As Dr. Little just outlined, there are so many opportunities that are afforded to you, whether it's doing mock trials, whether it's joining clubs within the criminal justice program, the National Honor Society. Being active is truly going to give you a deeper understanding, a more appreciation for the criminal justice profession as a whole. And it really truly is going to set you up for success. You might find that you have a particular area of expertise or a particular interest or a passion that you want to pursue by being active and being out there and really truly diving into this major as a whole. The other thing, and obviously Dr. Little just kind of outlined it, is ask those questions. Take the time to really get to know your professors, ask them the questions that you have. I'll be honest, I actually went into High Point University wanting to do computer science, loved computers, loved programming. After a little while, I kind of felt like it wasn't the right fit for me. I remember having a sit-down meeting with Dr. Little, and we kind of talked about the professions that are related to the criminal justice system and how majoring in the criminal justice program at High Point University could set me up for success later on. And obviously, it did its wonders, and I'm in the profession now, and I love every moment of it. So again, get to know your professors. They obviously have a wealth of knowledge, not only in the criminal justice area, but also in life as well. They can help guide you and kind of set you up for success all around.
Absolutely, thank you so much. So that includes our panel questions. So I just want to thank our participants, Dr. Little, Officer Walsh, thank you so much for being here today to share this knowledge with our students. And students, I want to bring to your attention the link that you'll see on your screen where you can explore what can I do with this major, to explore some other options that you can pursue with criminal justice. And then also I encourage you to make an appointment with us in the Office of Career and Professional Development to continue exploring. So thank you so much for being here with us today for Majors of the Month, Criminal Justice, and have a great day.